All right, so let's begin. Let me just adjust this. Let's start with sitting up straight. Hands on your knees, back straight. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and start to inhale and exhale. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Gently bring your hands together, start rubbing them together, and place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face, and with a few blinks, open your eyes. Let's start with neck rotations. Inhale as your head goes back, and exhale as it comes forward. Let's go in the other direction. Inhale as your head goes back, and exhale as it comes forward. Now inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Once again, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Come to the center and let's look from side to side. And once again, come to the center and ear to shoulder. Good. Stop the practice. Interlock your fingers together. Extend the arms up and slightly back. And then release the arms, right hand on left knee, and twist back. Chest open, shoulders pushed back. Then come back and once again interlock your fingers together, extend the arms up and slightly back, and then release the arms, left hand on right knee, and twist back. And come back. Now place your hands flat on the floor in front of you. Walk forward and place your forehead, nose or chin on the floor. And slowly walk back, and then place your hands on either side of the right leg and then walk forward and walk back. Then both your hands on either side of the left leg and walk forward. And then walk back. Now place your hand flat on the floor next to you. Reach out with the other hand and look up. And come back, and then the same thing on the other side. Reach out and look up. And come back. Now extend both legs out, wide apart. Push the heels out. Place your hands on the floor in front of you and walk forward. Stay there. Then gently walk back. And then both hands on either side of the right leg and walk forward. And walk back. And then both hands on the left side and walk forward. And walk back. Now, fold your left leg in. Extend the left hand up and out to the side. Then come back up And then take the right hand on the left knee and twist back. And come back. Now extend the left leg out, right leg in, and then the right hand up and out to the side. And come back, and then left hand on the right knee and twist back. And come back. Now come on all fours, hands on the floor, knees on the floor, and let's start with the tiger breathing. So you're going to inhale, push your belly button to the floor, look up. Exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Continue. Okay, and then come to a stop, and then start your wrist stretches. Now stop with both hands facing you, and start to rock back and forth. And side to side. Then stop the practice, bring your hands back to their original positions, place your toes on the floor, lift your knees up off of the floor, push your tailbone up. And then slowly start to straighten one leg, then the other leg. Gently walking in place. And then straighten both legs, roll the thighs in. Push the tailbone up. And then inhale, bring the right leg forward on the outside of the right hand. Place the left knee on the floor. Look over your right shoulder at your left ankle. Then go back into your downward dog. Bring the left leg forward. Place the right knee on the floor. Look over your left shoulder at your right ankle. And again, go back. Now bring the right leg forward in between both hands. Place the left knee on the floor. Push the hips down, rock from side to side. Then you're going to push that heel into the floor and extend the leg back. And bring the leg forward and extend back. Again, come forward and go back. Okay, now come forward again and switch legs. Right leg back, left leg forward, right knee on the floor, push the hips down and rock from side to side. And then push that heel into the floor and extend back. And come forward and extend back. And once again, come forward. And then bring the other leg forward also. Right leg forward and stay here. Top of the head facing the floor, arms dangling forward. And then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll yourself up into a standing position. Okay, Satya, I'm going to just mute you because I think... Oh, you are muted. Okay. Everybody can...
Voice is too low today. I don't know if it is the same with others also. Check it once again.
Yeah. Can everybody hear me? Yeah, okay, let me just... Maybe now? Can you hear me better, Sachin? Maybe now is better? Okay. Alright, okay, so I've actually changed my audio settings, so now you should be able to hear. Everybody else can hear me, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's begin with the Surya Namaskars. Come to the front of your mat. Hands in the Namaskar Mudra, feet together. And let's begin. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Left leg back, right leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down. Right leg back, left leg back. Knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, come down, left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward, inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up, exhale, come down, right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward, inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up, exhale, come down, left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward, inhale all the way up and back. One more, inhale, take your hands all the way up, exhale, come down, right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right leg forward, left leg forward, inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up, exhale, come down, left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left leg forward, right leg forward, inhale all the way up and back. All right, good. Go into your child's pose, relax. Relax in the child's pose. Press the forehead, keep exhaling. You can exhale through your mouth also, but inhale only through your nose. All right, now come up and come into your Tadasana. That's a posture that we don't really practice much. So take a block, place it between the thighs. So not close to the groin nor close to the knee, right between the knee and the groin. You're going to grab and grip your block and bring your feet together. So the inner edges of your feet should also be together. Sachin, bring your feet together. Inner edges of the feet, yes. And push the inner edges of your feet down. Yeah, roll the thighs in also. Roll it in. So Mrs. Rishi, if you can use a block or something hard, that would be better. Because, yeah, blanket is too soft. Even if it's like some sort of box. Yeah. Roll the thighs in. Roll the thighs in, yes. Grip that block, hold it tight. Okay, now you're going to keep your feet together, keep the thighs rolling in, and you're going to bend forward and place your fingertips on the floor. If you have to bend your knees, you can bend, but the idea is to keep your grip tight on that block and place the fingertips down. Yes, bend your knees if you have to. Get the fingertips firm on the floor and your grip firm on that block and stay there. Imagine that you are extending the back of the knees and the hamstrings as well. If you're able to comfortably put those fingertips on the floor, then place the hands on the floor. Again, push the block backwards. Roll the thighs in, push that block back. Look forward. Look straight ahead. Yeah. Alright, now from here, in the same way, you're going to go into your downward dog. So you're going to walk your hands forward and walk the legs back also. So the block will remain between the thighs and you're pushing it back as you go into your downward dog. Feel what happens to the tailbone when you do this. The lower body is absolutely active, completely active when you're doing this. Grip the block tight. The block should be cutting into the thighs. The grip has to be that tight. Good. Knees on the floor, relax. Child's pose. Remove the block. Relax in your child's pose. Good. And come up and once again come into your Tadasana. So stand up. Place this block between the thighs again. Keep your feet together. Yep. Now you're going to place your hands with the thumbs on the tailbone and the elbows pushing back, and you're going to start to lengthen the back, lengthen backwards, and keep holding that block really tight. Keep pulling the groin in as you push the tailbone, the block backwards. Grip the block tight. Push the block back. Mrs. Rishi, work harder at this. Push the block back. The block has a tendency to move forward. You need to push the block back. Okay, come back. Now go towards the wall. Stand about two feet away from a wall. Yeah, you don't need much of the wall. It's just to touch basically. So you're again going to hold the block tight. Feet are together, and you're going to raise your hands up, and then keep holding that block tight as you take your arms back to touch the wall. Now it's important to hold that block really tight and to get your feet as close to each other as you can. Yes. Simi, take the block further down. Yeah, it's too close to the groin. Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. Come back. Is anyone feeling like a pain in the back? Raise your hand if doing this makes you feel like slightly uncomfortable in the back. Okay. Now remove the block and now do the same thing. So this time, instead of keeping the feet together, you're going to keep your feet about hip width distance apart. So the feet, there is a gap between the feet. Yes. And then inhale, take your hands up, and then you're going to extend. Think about extending, don't think about bending. So you're extending the back, extending your upper body backwards. Tighten the thighs, roll the thighs in. The kind of lightness you had felt with the block between the thighs, that's the lightness you're supposed to feel now. Okay, come back. Raise your hand if you feel that there is a difference between bending with a block and bending just like that. Is there a difference? Okay. Alright. Those who don't feel a difference, raise your hands. Okay. If you don't feel a difference, Satya, you also don't feel a difference? Okay. Alright. Okay, those of you who don't feel a difference, step further away from the wall. Yeah, step further away from the wall. Everybody who does feel a difference, grab the block again and the same thing. Grab the block, same thing. Yeah, so if you know that the block is better for you, go ahead and place it between the thighs. Simi, lower. Place it lower. And yeah, go ahead and reach up and go back. Everybody else, go ahead and without the block, lift up and go back. Yeah. Those with the block will keep the same distance. Yeah, good. Good, stay. Roll the thighs in. Roll the thighs in and reach back. Without that block, you must make sure that you're rolling the thighs in. Otherwise, the back will hurt. You must make sure that the feet remain forward. Push the hips forward. Yeah. Good. Okay, come back. Come back. Now, everybody bring the block between the thighs and bend forward in Uttanasana. Hold that block tight. Roll it back. Roll the block back. Yeah, Simi, that's good. Grip that block tight. So your knee, you should be able to see that the knees are working and they're tight. Good. Okay, now remove the block. And come into your Uttanasana, feet together without the block. Yeah. Simi, try to straighten. And Simi, take the hands further away from the feet. Your hands are too close to the feet. Yeah. Now lift the right leg straight up. Parallel to the floor. Do not use a wall. Toes down, thigh tight, roll the thigh in. Good, bring the leg down. Now left leg straight up. Roll the hip in. Good, bring the leg down. Sachin, keep looking forward. Right leg up. Keep looking forward. Everybody look forward. Do not allow the chest to collapse. Bring the leg down. Left leg up. Bring the leg down. Good. Now grab your block. Prepare for your Trikonasana. Place the block behind the right leg. Behind the right foot. Yeah, right ankle basically. Now, turn the right foot out. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, hands out to the sides. Now bend only from the waist. Place that right hand on top of that block and get both hands in one line. Open the chest, tighten the thighs. Push the hips forward. Tighten the thighs. Push the right hip forward. Okay, come up and switch sides. Simi, take more distance between the feet. There has to be a lot more distance, at least one more foot. Yes. Okay, now inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, take your hands out to the sides. Mrs. Rishi, look at the back foot. Look at your right foot. It should be in. The leg which is right, the right foot is going out. Pull it in. The heel should be out, toes should be in. Outer edge of the foot should be parallel to the, yes, like that, yeah, yes. Okay, hands out to the sides and then reach out and then place your hand on that block. Push down into that block. Remember getting to keep the sides parallel. Push the hip forward. Push the hip forward. Keep the sides parallel to each other. Roll the shoulders back. Good. And come up. And once again, go to the right side, but this time make the block flat. Okay, so it's going to be, before it was vertical, now it's going to be horizontal. The back foot the toes can come in slightly, like pigeon toes. So the toes can come in slightly, but they should not go outwards. Simi, align the feet. The heel of the front leg should be in line with the center of the back leg. Bring your right foot forward, closer to me. Yes. Now inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale out to the sides. Reach out. Have that bend on the groin. There has to be a bend on the groin. Only on the groin. The sides of the torso have to be parallel to each other. Push the right torso forward. The right rib cage forward. Look up at the ceiling. Imagine that you have to bring the right thigh closer to the left thigh. There would be an internal tightening of that thigh. And there would be a corresponding movement on the feet also. Good. Come up. And now the same thing on the other side. So right leg in, left leg out. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, hands out to the sides. Now reach out and place your hands on that block. Again, push that left hip forward. If you feel that your upper body is straight, then the next challenge is to push the left hip forward, to push the left rib cage forward, and then to look up at the right hand. Both hands are extended out. Good. And come up and hands down. Good. Now, take the block again behind your right leg. For Parivrita Trikonasana, revolved Trikonasana. Yeah. So now, turn so that you're facing the right side. Right leg is forward, left leg is forward. Hands on the waist. Satyam, more. Yeah, turn more. Yeah. Good. Now inhale, take your hands all the way up. And as you exhale, place the left hand on that block and the right hand up to the ceiling. Keep rolling the thighs in. Control the lower body. Control. The left foot can come up slightly, but you try to keep it on the floor. Try to push the right hip inwards because it's going to be jutting out. Stay. Stay. Good. Come up. And now switch legs. Just bring the left leg forward, right leg back. The block on the outside of the left foot. Hips squared. Hands up. And as you exhale, place the right hand on top of that block. Left hand up to the ceiling. Open the chest. Imagine that you're pushing that left hip away from the left armpit. You're lengthening the left side. Satya, good. Straighten both legs. Twist. Twist. Good. And come up. And once again, those of you who found that there was a difference with the block, use a block. Those of you who did not find any difference with the block, go ahead and just do the posture, the little back bend without the block. So you're going to take the block between the thighs, grip tightly, okay? Which means that the muscles, even if you're not holding a block, it doesn't mean that the muscles should remain loose because then your body is not working. It means that you have to still tighten those muscles and push them back. So the entire hip is supposed to move forward. The groin is supposed to feel this pull inwards. Yeah? And now place your hands on the tailbone, push the hips forward, push the hip forward. When you do this, the inner edges of your feet will lift up. Push those inner edges of the feet down. Push the hips forward. Lift the arms up and reach back. Push the inner edges of the feet down. They are lifting up. Good. And come down. Okay, who feels the inner edges of the feet lifting up? Raise your hands if you feel that the feet somehow start to lift up, the inner edges. Okay. Who feels that the feet are flat on the floor? Okay. Okay. Okay, so that is actually an advanced level where you feel that even in a back bend, you feel that your feet are flat on the floor. That's very good. So now you can actually work on building up, like your feet should always stay flat on the floor. Okay, whatever, we're going to be doing another back bend at the end. Your feet should remain flat on the floor. Those of you whose feet are not flat on the floor, that is a very, it's like a very natural thing to happen. But you want to push from the groin all the way down to the inner edge. You have to extend that side, like you have to extend. That is why the inner edges are coming up, because it's just a shorter side of the leg. The legs are longer on the outside. Those muscles work a lot more. So if you feel that the feet are coming up, you just have to press those down a lot more. Okay, and that stabilizes the hip also. Those of you who feel the feet are flat on the floor, you have to work, although your feet are flat on the floor, you have to work a lot harder on stabilizing the hip. Okay, those of you who feel the heel coming up, the foot coming up, you have that connection between the hip and the feet, and you don't have to work so hard, because in the process of pushing the feet down, you are stabilizing the hip also. Okay, so now we're going to do Ek Pada Uttanasana, and notice what I mean by the hip stability. So everybody come into your Uttanasana. Push the inner edges of your feet down, which means activate. Connect your feet to the groin and lift the right leg straight up, like we did before. Now push the heel down and stabilize the hip, which means square the hips. Simi, look forward. Look forward. Simi, bring your hands forward also. Yes. Now lift the hips up. Push that inner edge of the foot out. The right foot out. Good. Bring the leg down. Other leg up. Again, push the inner edge out. Particularly those of you who felt that the feet were lifting up. Push the inner edge out. It will immediately square the hips. Toes down. Okay, come up. This is the homework for today. You need to send me a picture of Ek Pada Uttanasana, and I should not see this. I don't want to see this. Okay? I don't want to see this. I have to see a long leg, and the toes should not be going out even a little bit. Particularly those of you who are able to put the foot flat on the floor and especially feel the inner edge flat, you must be able to lift up and push that inner edge out. The foot has to be flat on the flat. Okay? If you're not able to hold that for a long time, and if that's not happening on both sides, then we have to see why that's not happening. Okay? So then that becomes a little more complex to understand why that's not happening. Alright, now, once again, take the legs wide apart. This time you do not need any props. We're going to do the warrior posture. Turn the right foot out. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, take your hands out to the sides. Bend the right leg and sink down. Yes. Push, make sure you're not coming forward. Keep your spine straight. Mr. Joshi, bend the knee more. Monica, more space between your feet. You're too close. Your feet are too close to each other. Simi, look at your back hand. Your hand is going back. Keep it straight. Yes. Good. Come up. Now the same thing on the other side. Now bend. Bend the left leg, sink down. Sink down. Sink down until the thigh is parallel to the floor. Push the right inner foot down into the floor. Hold. Sink down. Imagine that you're pushing the hip forward and not the upper body. Good. And come up. Hands down. Walk the legs in. Shake the legs out. Good. Okay. Tree posture. And lift the hands up. Chest open, good, very nice, good. Okay, hands down and other leg up. Yes. For balance also, it's important that you be able to access that inner part of the foot. Okay, because if you want proper balance, your body has to be supported by that foot which is on the floor. If you find that you're not able to balance, see what is happening on that foot. Why are you unable to balance? Where is the imbalance coming from? Good. Good. Come out. Very nice. Okay. Side angle posture. Take the legs wide apart. Wider than you did in Warrior 2. And now take the right leg out. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale. exhale, take your hands out to the sides. Bend the right leg, place the right hand on the floor behind the leg and extend the other hand out. Push the hips forward. Push that back foot flat into the floor. Simi, open the chest. Everybody push that left hand behind your head. Good. From here, come into Trikonasana. Good. And then come up, hands down. Right leg in, left leg out. Take your hands up, out to the side, bend the left leg at the knee, and come down into your Parshva Konasana, side angle posture. Extend this right hand behind your head. Don't allow the neck to drop down. Sachin, push the outer edge of your right foot also into the floor. Good. From here, come into your Trikonasana. And come up and hands down. Good. Walk the legs in. Shake the legs out. The lower body should be feeling a lot more strong now. Okay. Prepare for your Ardha Chandrasana. So if you need a block, go ahead, use a block for the Halfmoon Posture. So turn the right foot, a small Trikonasana now, right foot out. Yeah, but you're still facing forward. Left hand on the waist. Okay. Now bend your right leg, place your hand on the floor or on the block and lift the other leg straight up. Straighten both sides of the body, sides of the torso, like we do in Trikonasana. Straighten. Take the left hand up also. Push that inner edge of the foot down. Those of you who were using a block particularly, you have to push that inner edge of the foot down to open that groin. Simi, the other hand goes up to the ceiling. Good. Come down and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Left leg goes out, right leg comes in, right hand on the waist. Bend the left leg, place the left hand diagonally across from your left foot and lift the other hand up, other leg up. Now push that inner edge also down, inner edge of the left foot down. Only then you'll be able to open that hip. Take the other hand up. Keep the other foot strong. Good. Bend and come up. Paduttanasana. Take the legs wide apart. Bend forward from the waist. Place your fingertips on the floor. Hands on the floor. Now slowly start to walk your hands back until the hands are in line with the toes. Stay there, keep the back long. Make sure the body weight is not only on the heels. Now with the right hand, hold the right ankle, left hand, hold the left ankle. And try to get your face as close to the floor as you can. Good. Slowly place your hands on the floor and come up. Yeah, shake the legs out. Garudasana. So you're going to place the right leg around the left first. Take the hands out first like this. And then bring the right in and then left and then go into Garudasana. Sink down. Good. And come up. Hands out and then hands down. Now the same thing with the left. Take the left leg across and around. take the hands out and then left hand in, right hand in. Good. And then come up and come out. Shake the legs out. Good. Okay, now sit down. And in fact, sit down without any support, but you need your block later on. Let's start with folding the left leg in. Actually, let's start with folding the right in Virasana. So the toes are going back. You roll the shins out. Yeah. Now left hand on the floor behind the left foot. Take the right hand across and hold the outer edge of the left leg. Yes, if you need support under your left thigh, go ahead and use support, like use a blanket or something to equalize and stabilize the hips. Use a belt if you cannot reach. Stay. The right knee should be close to the left knee. Good. Come up. Now the same thing on the other side. So the right leg goes forward, left leg comes in. And again the same thing, right hand on the floor, left hand reaches forward. Mrs. Rishi, allow that hand, the hand should not be on the side like this. The right hand should be forward. Yes. Good. Come up. Now left leg in Janu Shirshasana. So you're folding it in so that the heel is near the groin. And then reach the arms up and then come forward and go as far forward as you can. If you can hold the outer edges, go ahead, hold the outer edges. If you can bring your face as close to the leg as possible, go ahead and go into your full posture. Keep extending the back of the knees, the back of the shins. Push the inner edge of the foot out. Roll the thighs in, push the inner edge of the foot out. Good. Come up. Now the same thing on the other side. Again, lift the arms up and come forward. And again, you're rolling that left thigh inwards, extending the shins out, extending the back of the knee, lengthening the back of the leg, and coming forward. Good. And come up. And now both legs together. Push the inner edges of the feet out. Actually, take your block and place it between the thighs, like you were on the floor. Like, we had kept the feet together and roll the thighs in. Now hold the outer edges of your feet. Hold the outer edges and push the inner edges out. Keep the back straight. Good. Now, remove this block, place it on top of the shins. Yeah. Now you're going to extend the arms up and then bend forward and try to get your forehead as close to this block as you can. And your feet should not come apart. Feet should remain together. Satya, roll the thighs in. So they place the block on top of the leg, not between. Yeah, like that, yes. Now come forward and try to place your forehead on top of this block. Now the more you're able to extend the inner leg, the more you'll be able to come forward. Yeah, so we're aiming to get the head on the block. It's okay if it's not coming all the way down. You're just trying to extend the back of the body. Good. Come up. Now lie down and we're going to do the Chatushpadasana. So lie down first and hold the right foot with the right hand, left foot with the left hand. Roll the shoulders back. Now the knees should be only hip width distance apart, not more than that. Satya, refrain from allowing the knees to pop out. Satya, bring your knees in. Yes. Everybody push the feet into the floor so that all sides of the feet are pressed down equally. Now lift the hips up. Lift the hips up. Push the thighs in. Roll the thighs in, lift the hips up. The more you're able to activate the inner legs, the more you'll be able to lift up. Good. Come down. Come down. You can hug your knees into your chest or you can just remain there. We're going to do this a few more times. Again, place the feet on the floor. Okay. Now I want everybody to turn so that I can see the knees. So turn so that your feet are facing me. Yeah, because I want to see the positioning of your knees. So lie down and come up into Chatushpadasana. Mrs. Rishi, feet forward. Push the feet forward. The inner edges of the feet are going out too much. Yeah, feet should be somewhat parallel to each other. Sachin, that's very good. Push that heel into the floor, both heels into the floor and lift up. Yes, Monica, that's also good. Everybody come down, hug your knees into your chest. Simi, that's also good. Hug your knees into your chest. We're going to do the same thing again. Again, come up. Same thing. The feet parallel and I should be able to see them. Satya, push the heels down. Roll the thighs in, Satya. Thighs in further. Yes, you have to bring the thighs in. Good. Okay, come down. Come down. Stay. Hug your knees in. Stay. Okay. Now, take the legs straight out. You can place something under your head. We're not in Shavasana, but you can place something under your head and extend the legs out. Now, place the right foot on top of the left toes and drop both feet down to the left side. Drop both feet down to the left side. So it's like you're twisting. Just the lower body is twisting. Come back up. And now switch legs and we're going to drop to the other side. Drop to the other side. Good. Come back. Now, bend both knees and place the feet as close to the thighs as possible and drop both knees to the right side. Particularly the right knee, the right inner knee down to the floor. Then you will feel an extension on the groin also. and then come up, and then the same thing on the other side. And come up. And once, just do the Garudasana with your legs, the right leg going on top. Garudasana. Okay, then the left. Good. Okay. Now lie down with your feet together, the inner edges of your feet touching. Interlock your fingers together and extend the fingers up. Extend up like you're stretching on the floor. Push the heels away from you, not the toes. The heels pushing away. The inner edges of the feet pushing away. Extend the arms up, up, up. Stretch out on the floor. Now release. Relax the arms and go into your Shavasana. Relax. Yeah, extend the legs out. Gently bring your awareness back into your own body. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Move your face from side to side. Turn to the right. With your left hand, bring yourself up into any comfortable seated meditative asana. Sit with your back straight, your shoulders relaxed, your eyes closed. Bring your hands together in the Namaskar Mudra. Start rubbing your hands together and place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face and with a few blinks, open your eyes. Thank you. So your homework is the Ardha Chandrasana with the feet in the proper position. You have to push the inner edges of your feet out. Yep. Let me unmute you guys in case anyone has any questions. Any questions? Anybody?
I thought you said it was the Ekpad Uttanasana.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Ekpada Uttanasana. Sorry, yes, it's that one, not the Ardha Chandrasana. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Alright guys, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.